Okay. What is it? April 10th, I think? I don't know. I haven't been out. It seems like forever. Winter made a little comeback. Just kind of been waiting. Let's see how this road is. Also been driving around the tundra. And I've been practicing guitar a lot. I decided I'm bored enough at this point. I haven't written anything in years. So I'm just going to improve my technique, right? It's a good time to do it. Road's starting to look pretty good. Still some slick spots. So every once in a while, like I take a solo that I really like. One of my favorites is Hitch a Ride, the Hitch a Ride solo. There's one section in that solo. I never had a problem with the speed or anything, but there's one section in that solo that I could never get right. Even watching videos and stuff, it's like, what am I doing? Something was off with the way I was playing it. So, every once in a while I would just sit down and try to figure it out, and I finally figured it out. I had to write, I was playing triplets, like the da-da-da-da-da-da. I was hitting the wrong note, basically. So I just fixed that, and I had to kind of like relearn it a little bit, because when you do solos, things that are particularly fast especially, which that particular section is, because you're doing like these hammer-ons across, above where your finger position, up and down the strings is what I'm trying to say. You're doing hammer-ons up and down the strings. So when you do like fast stuff like that, you gotta kind of practice it until it becomes second nature, like scales, which is also what I'm currently working on. Boring. It's just, I always would rather just write music instead of doing all this training, which is, God, it's boring. It's so boring, but it's something I always want to do, is just polish up my playing. And I want to be able to shred, why not? I can play some fast stuff, but like some of the shredding, like I've seen like 18-year-old girls that can shred, it's like, oh man, puts me to shame. But like, I've noticed one thing about people that can shred is they have really no creative talent whatsoever. I guess like they're just kind of guitar nerds, right? I mean, if you take something and you do it over and over and over again, you'll get good at it, That's kind of what it is. It's not really hard, it just takes practice. So if I look at my favorite songwriters, people I would consider artists because their songwriting is that good and honest, more importantly. They're not the best guitar players, and I guess that kind of goes for myself too. I consider myself a pretty good songwriter, but I'm certainly not the best guitar player. But it's a trade-off. It's like, what do you want to spend your time doing? At this point, like I said, since I'm not writing, I figured I'd spend my time trying to, get fancy, cool. You know, I got a new guitar. Um, really, really, really impressed. So I already have a Fender American that is my number one guitar. I wanted something different because, like, everyone's got a Les Paul and everyone's got a Strat. And then, you know, second place is a Telecaster, right? It was like everyone's got those, and they have a certain sound, and they sound amazing. But I wanted something different, so I started looking at. I don't even remember how I came across it, but it's a company out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and they make the guitars right there. It's like three guys. Rad Mod. And I guess they initially started just doing like modding out vintage stuff, putting like new electronics in it and whatever. But I guess they decided to like make a guitar. So it's called like the Milltown Wave. And I took a chance. I mean, I spent with shipping and everything. It was $650. You know, not outrageous for a good guitar. Certainly not. But it was like it at least had to be as nice playing as my Strat. I didn't really. Well, actually, I didn't really expect it to be. I kind of like expected it to be kind of rough around the edges. For that price, I expected, you know, the neck to be kind of blocky and frets, you know, sticking out and action way too high. You know, like, wow, am I blown away? I am absolutely blown away. This thing is beautiful. The first thing I noticed is how light it is. Now that's a big deal for me. I hate heavy guitars. I have a Les Paul that weighs about 10 pounds, and I never play that thing. It sounds beautiful. It looks beautiful. The action is beautiful, but oh my god, that is just way too heavy. Big clunky monstrosity. And that's probably why it sounds so good, but I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I would sell it in a heartbeat. So the very first thing I noticed about this Milltown is that it's light. It's very light. Geez, I wonder if it's even pushing 7 pounds, which for a guitar, as you might know, is very light. That was the first thing. I'm like, oh my god, I just immediately love that. The second thing is the action is beautiful. It's nice and low. It doesn't buzz, so it's set up really well. It's got a real bone nut, and it's just the right height. Cause I mean, it's a nice, low, easy playing action, smooth. The tone is beautiful. It's got, as they put it, retro-inspired humbuckers. I think they're Alnico 2s. I am in love. I cannot believe how nice this guitar is for the money. That's what I've been playing. I've been just really enjoying it. It's just incredible. A nice guitar, really nice guitar. Yeah. I don't know if I'm at the point now where I'm going to start collecting guitars. I never really wanted to do that, but it's just fun, you know. I've been kind of looking at Yamahas, because my first electric guitar when I was a kid, a billion years ago, was a Yamaha RGX. I can't remember which model. I don't think it was like the low-end model. I think it was like the mid-level. I never had a problem with that guitar. Go check out the Ponds. go to this one first. Never had an issue with that guitar. It was good. The action was not nearly as smooth and low as I like it, but it was a good performer. I played a lot of live stuff with it. It was like in a little Green Day cover band way back in the day. Not a cover band. Just like we would just goof off and play at. Green Day was popular at the time, and I liked Green Day at the time, so I could sing just like that dumbass and play better than that dumbass. This still looks pretty sloppy here. Gotta clean this visor. Let's see how this road is. So yeah, we'd like play at like graduation parties and shit. They're pretty good, man. All the girls lined up, up at the front. That was a good-looking young man who could sing and play guitar. It's like the dream, right? So I've been thinking, like, if I were to get more guitars, I'd probably look at Yamahas because I think you get a lot for your money. I would get the made in Japan ones, obviously. It led me to looking at the new Revstar Pro Professional. That's a beauty. Body style is like a cross between an SG and a Les Paul. But it's chambered, so it's advertised as being very lightweight. Me likey. They're over $2,000 though. Now Yamaha did have some old SGs that you can get for a lot cheaper. I don't know how they play. I never played one. I know Santana, I think, played one. A lot of famous guitar players actually play Yamahas, so that was a kind of nice thing to learn because, again, I just don't want to be like everybody else. I mean, I have my Strat, I have my Les Paul. I love my Strat. Don't really like the Les Paul. That's me. Les Paul's just a little bit too fancy, I think, maybe. Heavy, very glitzy. Looks beautiful, Looks nice on the wall. Doesn't inspire me. It's just not my style, basically. That's all there is to it. Man, there's still snow on this road. That means this is going to have snow. Jeez, this was cleared by last year, I think. Let's go take a look-see. I'll just come back tomorrow, maybe. Oh, shit. Let's try to stay off the snow. Okay, yeah, so, what was I saying? Yamahas, yeah. So if I were, you could really get some nice ones for not too expensive. Yamahas, like any guitar, they have a certain sound to them that you may or may not like. They have a little more bottom end. It's about 36 degrees out. I'm wearing a t-shirt underneath this the Carlsbad, so feel fine, really. I got the cars on. I do have the winter gloves because last time I was out, I was wearing my non-winter gloves and hands were cold, obviously. Feels good to get out. Of course, once I get out, it's not as sunny as it was when I left the house. Next few days, the weekend's going to be shit again. I figured I better seize the opportunity. Saying it's going to hit 50 today, but I don't know. I have my doubts. Monday, not that they can tell the weather that much in advance here. They can't even get the weather right the same day. I've never seen such terrible weather forecasting as I have in New Hampshire. I think that's a testament to how terrible the weather is in New Hampshire. When it's nice, it's nice. When it's bad, it's bad. There's definitely extremes here, and that's not because of climate change. That's how it's always been. I noticed I gotta clean this chain. It's got rust on it. Gotta hit it with that WD-40. I don't clean it enough, that's the problem. I'm a dummy. Is this place open yet? Oh, I called it. Yep, it's open. It's April. Tempting. I could go for a good egg sandwich. I look out on the lake, throughout the winter, and there's like full-size trucks out there on the lake, and four-wheelers, snowmobiles, everything. I always think, oh, these people probably got it all figured out. They've been doing this for decades, you assume. Still, I would never, ever, ever drive a truck out there. Maybe a snowmobile. But, you gotta be careful. You gotta look because it's nature. And it's not predictable. Nature is not predictable. So even though the lake is well frozen, there might be some soft spots. So, yeah, it was in the news. Someone was bringing their Bob house out there, and they had a little, I think it was this is a little 5,000 pound, 5,000 or 15,000, I don't know, a small little backhoe, right? Those little backhoes sunk in the ice. Yeah, that sucks. And then I'm watching YouTube. There's this video about snow and ice, like cars and trucks in the snow and ice. It's one of those like daily dose of the internet type things. And yeah, there's a lot of people that their trucks just get swallowed by the lake. They go out there on the ice, and bye-bye. So yeah, I would never do that. I would never even bring my kids out on a pond to ice skate. Just don't trust it. My nice strip of sand right there on the hill. Where else would it be, right? Sand the hills. Spring weather-wise has not been as nice as last season. I got lucky, I guess, because last season I got this bike April 2nd. They delivered it. It's Hegan Motorsports, Milford, New Hampshire. Great family-run company. The day after, there was a big snowstorm. So, but other than that, last season was, I mean, it was all, everything was cleared up by now. But we still got every day, every other day, there's still like rain and snow mix. So it's like spring's coming very slow this year, unfortunately. Man, am I rusty. My lean game is not where it was at the end of last season. Now this is what I need to get, is one of these clamshell snowmobile trailers. It's crazy, like, you know, I got the snowmobile and I didn't have the trailer, and my wife's like, well, you can at least, maybe we can get that next year. Like, to me, there's no next year. I've always been like that. Like, to think that I have to wait till next, it's not even that I have to wait, it just doesn't exist to me. Like, I live in the moment, always. And just like the thought of, like, next year, what? Like, my wife's like one of those people that, like, plans years in ahead. Oh, forget it, man, not me. We're like the absolute, complete opposite on that kind of stuff. It's a lot less slippery than the last time I was up this hill. Still a little bit, but